7 times that I have seen God act as the great exchanger in the Bible. I'm sure there's more, but these are my 7. 1, when he gives us peace for anxious hearts. 2, gives us rest for weary hearts and for heavy burdens. And if you go later into that verse, it talks about exchanging our yoke. He takes on the hard yoke from us and gives us the easy yoke. 3 to 5 are from one verse, but I love them, so I split them into 3 because they're actually 3 things. 3, beauty for ashes. 4, joy instead of mourning. And 5, hope for heaviness. I mean, how wonderful is that? 6, this isn't quite an exchange. It's more like a reward at the end of it. But I've put it down that as you get to the end, he then exchanges it with you. And it's goodness for waiting. Waiting isn't something that comes naturally to a lot of us, me especially. However, I know that you can spin it around, that you get it as an exchange when you've come to the end of your waiting. And then finally, he gives us life for death. And we can put it as life Zoe, spiritual life, for his physical death, but also life for death. So he takes us from, called us out to darkness into his marvelous light. But I think for me, it's 2 things. If you don't deal with some things, then the new things will come. Because if you don't release them, if you don't hand them over to him, then really there's no space for new things. He's not going to give you mourning. He's not going to give you joy and then keep mourning there. He wants to give you joy and take away that mourning. And if you think about it, the exchange is rigged in our favor. As we don't just take the good things and go away, we get to enjoy them with him. We get to do life with him. And this exchange, every time we come into that place where he is, we need to drag with us all that we are not and all that God hasn't called us to be and all that God hasn't attached to us or associated with us, and then come to him and get the things that he has associated with us, the things that he sees us and has called us to be, and drop all that baggage and that, wrong, that rubbish, with him. It's such an intimate exchange of identity, such an intimate exchange of power. It's such an intimate exchange of sight and recognition that, he sees us, he hears us, he's everything, and he just takes away all that rubbish and gives us everything that he truly just wants us to have. How awesome is that?